नमस्कार साथियों, मैं आपका दोस्त रोहित बिसैया और आप देख रहे हैं युग वाणी टाइम्स। आज हम दिल्ली पीवीआर सिनेमा पर मौजूद है, जहां पर थोड़ी देर बाद आने वाली फिल्म ट्रिपल आर की स्टार कास्ट पहुंचने वाली है। मैं कैमरामैन से कहना चाहूँगा कि वो हमारे दर्शकों को दिखाएं कि किस तरीके का यहाँ पर क्राउड मौजूद है फिल्म की स्टार कास्ट को देखने के लिए कनॉट पैलेस पर। स्टार कास्ट की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस भी पीवीआर सिनेमा में ही की जाएगी, जो हम आपको थोड़ी देर बाद दिखाएंगे लाइव। देखते रहें युग वाणी टाइम्स।
I'm going to make Tarak answer on my behalf as well. Because each and every day of RRR shoot we were together, so pretty much our experiences have been the same. And Tarak, how do you?
Well, I should say that there were many moments in Triple R which were challenging, physically, and we shot for this crazy action sequences there was this action sequence we shot for 65 nights, and but I think even Charan will agree, and he can say otherwise. But I think the most challenging moment for us was to please him, satisfy him, because he is one of those directors who will not. I think he's the only director, at least I would believe that there are few directors who would say, 99.9 is also fine, I ठीक है, मैं ले लूँगा. But he's like, no, I want my 100, you give me my 100, and then you move out of the camera. So that was the most challenging thing for us. Right? Yes, Charan?
Next question.
Thank you.
I don't have a process, and I like my process to change with every film and with every filmmaker that I'm working with, because I, at the end of the day, believe that we are just the clay. That the filmmaker creates the structure and the film, and we just have to mold into the filmmaker's hands. So I prefer to just go whatever the filmmaker wants, whatever the process, whether the filmmaker wants me to sit at home for 3 months and learn my lines, okay. Come on set without learning my lines, okay. Go on some camp and do some research, okay. Whatever the filmmaker wants. So that's my process, and yes, every character has something that I take away from. From Sita's character, I took away a silent strength, a strength that doesn't need to be spoken about or talked about. It's a silent strength which is delicate, which is simple, but it's strength.
That's beautiful.
There are so many things, whether I want to make a small budget film, whether I want to make a realistic film, whether I want to make a patriotic film. There are so many questions in there. What I want to make is what I always want to make is an emotional film. I want my audiences to connect to my film very emotionally. I want my audiences to feel for the characters, to empathize with the characters, feel all the emotions the characters in the film they are feeling. So each director has a way of narrating the stories. I have a certain way of narrating my stories, but I don't set on trying to think, okay, now let's make a small budget movie. Okay, let's make a realistic movie. That's not how I think. I just go in search of an emotional story. If it's a big story, it will be a big story. If it's a small story, it will be a small story.